Cameron Dutchak has always been into art and drawing and has since taken his passion to the streets, where he believes a splash of color makes all the difference.
I've always been a fan of art. I've always loved drawing and doodling. I remember back when I was just a kid, elementary school, I remember drawing on my desks, drawing on pieces of paper, just doodling everywhere. And just seeing the splash of color against a wall, sometimes it's just a beautiful thing in like an urban environment. Sometimes you just see all that blank concrete and all the empty space all the time, and when you see that piece of art and it's in a public space and you don't have to pay to go into a gallery, and you just see this personal creativity of somebody jump on the wall, it's an amazing feature, I think, in a big city or even a small city. A lot of the time, like I start sketching a lot of the times, like little ideas, but then like the sketch will mean nothing after like a half an hour of painting sometimes. It'll just go out the window. But I try to just keep a general form. I love bright colors, and I love something just popping off the wall and coming alive for somebody. They see just someone's name or someone's design just written beautifully, and they know that person has taken their own time, their own money, and their own effort to do that. That wasn't paid to get done. That person just said, I want to show somebody that I was here, but I'm going to do it with some creativity. I'm going to put something up there that somebody is going to like looking at. Jamestown is a fantastic historical area of the Sioux, and it needs to be revitalized. It's been let to go to shambles for far too long, and the ability to actually go in there and work on park benches, so just being able to paint them up and add some color and design to them, and so when the kids go by and they see them, you know, it's a splash of color. It's something that they enjoy seeing. You know, the kids see the bright blues and pinks and yellows, and it's a lot better than seeing what looks like a rundown park. This one behind me right now was a little bit of a special project of mine. It was part of an event for the 46th Parallel. They were gracious enough, essentially, to give me free access to the back of their garage. I showed them a couple preliminary sketches, and basically I said it's going to be stylized for the name of the event. So it actually says 46th across the back of it. But as for colors and things like that, that was more random. I bought a lot of random colors, decided to see what would mix and what would go. I love the abstract form and all the lines. It doesn't have to be just a solid 1, 2, or 3 colors. To me, I love seeing something like that. I really do. It just makes me happy to look at right now. It's taken a lot of practice. I mean, the first time I picked up a can and tried to do it, I realized this is going to take a lot of work. It's a lot more difficult than I think some people assume than just putting a can of paint up to a wall. There's a lot of form that goes into it. You have to look where the can's going to go, not where it is right now. I got in contact with 180 Gore Street Gallery, I guess you would call it, last year. One of my friends invited me to go there, and he was mentioning that eventually they were going to start letting artists go up and just do whatever they wanted on the walls, which I thought was a fantastic idea. But I was able to see there's been artists from around town, there's been artists from British Columbia, they've gone there, and just to leave their mark a little bit. But giving somebody the space or a little section here and there just to say, keep it appropriate, do your thing, have fun with it, and we won't touch it. It's an amazing form of art if you let somebody have the chance. It's something outside of a gallery, it's something public, and you don't have to be able to put something inside of a gallery for it to be considered art. You really don't. If someone wants to actually just leave their mark somewhere, it's nice to see that they're willing to let the entire world see that. Right now, with how everything's been going in the Sioux, with doing this wall behind me and doing the Jamestown benches and things like that, I'm really hoping that it's going to pique people's interest into seeing more of this around town, and possibly giving myself or even other people just the opportunity to go up and color a space.
To check out some more of Cameron's art, you could find his page on Facebook at CTD Designs. And next time you see art on a street wall, instead of dismissing it, take a moment to appreciate that someone has put in time and effort to express themselves creatively. Reporting for Shaw TV, I'm Christian LeMay.